Here's a quiet fact most people don't hear very often. When a male cat chooses to sleep with you, it's rarely about convenience alone. It's a layered decision, shaped by trust, biology, memory, and a surprisingly gentle form of communication. If your cat curls beside your ribs, rests near your head, or settles at your feet, there's meaning there. Not loud meaning, but calm, honest signals that unfold when you slow down enough to notice. Imagine this. Cats are both predators and prey, even in the safety of our homes. Sleep is the one time they are most vulnerable, and where they choose to rest says a lot about who they trust. When your male cat sleeps with you, he's placing his safety alongside yours. That quiet closeness is a decision made again, every night. And here's something most people don't realize. Male cats often bond differently than females. Their attachment can be steadier, less expressive, but deeply rooted once formed. Sleeping beside you isn't clinginess. It's a calm signal of long-term trust. Let's start with one of the simplest reasons: warmth. Cats naturally seek steady heat sources, and the human body provides gentle, consistent warmth throughout the night. But if warmth were the only factor, he'd choose a radiator or blanket just as often. The fact that he chooses you means warmth is only part of the story. There's something else layered underneath it. And there's something even more interesting to know. Cats regulate their body temperature better when they feel emotionally secure. A relaxed cat conserves energy more efficiently, especially during deep sleep. So when your male cat presses his body against yours, he's not just warming up. He's settling into a space where his nervous system can fully relax. Here's something most people don't realize. Cats sleep where they feel safest from surprise. In the wild, cats rest near trusted companions who act as early warning systems. When your cat sleeps with you, he's quietly assigning you a role. You're part of his security network, whether you know it or not. You might notice he chooses the same spot each night, near your chest, at your hip, or tucked behind your knees. These positions aren't random. They reflect how your cat reads your movements and breathing. A cat who sleeps close but not on top of you is balancing closeness with control. It's trust with boundaries. Male cats are also deeply connected to routine. Predictability lowers their stress more than novelty ever could. Your bedtime becomes part of his internal map of safety. When you lie down, his body already knows what comes next. That calm anticipation matters more than we often realize. And here's something quietly fascinating. Your scent plays a major role in this behavior. Cats don't just recognize smell, they organize their world around it. By sleeping beside you, your cat is blending his scent with yours. It's not ownership, it's familiarity, stability, and reassurance. This behavior is called scent mingling, and it's deeply social. Cats do this with those they consider part of their inner circle. It creates a shared identity, subtle but powerful. So when your cat sleeps with you night after night, he's reinforcing a sense of belonging. You might also notice gentle kneading before he settles. This isn't leftover kitten behavior, at least not entirely. For adult male cats, kneading is a calming ritual. It helps them regulate emotions before sleep. And when it happens on you, it means you're a source of comfort. Let's talk about protection, gently, realistically. Your cat isn't guarding you like a dog would, but he is positioning himself strategically. Cats often sleep facing the doorway or at your feet. It's a quiet instinct. Stay aware while others rest. Here's something most people don't realize. Male cats are especially alert to nighttime sounds. Their hearing remains partially active even during deep sleep. So when your cat sleeps near you, he's sharing that vigilance. It's subtle, but it's there. Some cats prefer sleeping near the head. Others choose the torso or legs. Each spot reflects how your cat experiences closeness. Near your head often means emotional bonding. Near your feet often means trust with independence. And there's something even more interesting to know. Cats are sensitive to breathing rhythms. Your steady breath can help regulate their own sleep cycle. This is one reason cats often nap near calm, consistent sleepers. They're tuning into your nervous system and syncing with it. Male cats, especially neutered ones, often form strong pair bonds with humans. This bond doesn't demand constant attention. It shows up quietly, like shared space and shared rest. Sleeping beside you is one of the clearest expressions of that bond. No performance required. You may have noticed that your cat chooses you over other people in the house. That's not favoritism, it's compatibility. Cats gravitate toward those whose energy feels predictable and calm. Your cat may simply feel most regulated around you, and sleep is where that matters most. Imagine this. Your cat has had a full day of sounds, smells, and decisions. By nightfall, he's ready to let go. Choosing you is choosing ease. It's choosing a place where nothing is demanded of him. Let's talk briefly about health, calmly. Cats are observant in ways we don't always notice. They pick up on subtle changes in scent, posture, and routine. Some cats choose to sleep closer when they sense vulnerability, not as healers, but as steady companions. This doesn't mean your cat knows you're sick. It means he senses change and responds with closeness. Cats lean into what feels familiar when something shifts, and sometimes that familiarity is you. Here's something reassuring. If your cat suddenly stops sleeping with you, it's not rejection. Changes in environment, temperature, or routine can influence his choice. Cats adjust quietly, and they often return just as quietly. If you want to encourage this bonding, consistency helps. Keep bedtime calm and predictable. Avoid sudden lights or loud movements when he settles in. Let him choose the spot. Choice strengthens trust. And if you need more space, that's okay too. Gently provide a nearby bed with familiar fabric. Never push or scold. Cats respond best to invitations, not instructions. As we come to the end, take a moment to notice your cat tonight, where he chooses to sleep, how he settles, how his body relaxes. These are quiet conversations. They don't ask for interpretation, just presence. When your male cat sleeps with you, it's not a coincidence. It's comfort, trust, routine, and connection, layered softly together. A calm choice made again and again. Sometimes the most meaningful connections don't announce themselves. They arrive quietly and stay. Your cat doesn't need words to say he trusts you. He shows it by resting his body near yours, by breathing in sync, by choosing you when the world finally goes still. These moments are easy to overlook because they feel ordinary, but they aren't. They're built slowly, through patience, consistency, and calm presence. So tonight, if your cat settles beside you once again, pause for a moment. Notice the weight, the warmth, the quiet agreement to share the night. It's not something to analyze too deeply, just something to appreciate. And as you fall asleep together, remember, this quiet bond is still growing. We'll talk more about that next time.